Hey, welcome back. All right. So, how's everything going? Well, I hope. All right. Uh, this may be your first cipher of the day. For me, it's the second because we do two of these, and this is the final one. The cipher is consisting it's a block of like 3 hours, right? And so we do on and off. We go through sessions. So there's like the work session, which you may have like experienced just now, and then there's the break sessions. So work sessions are like 45 minutes. Break sessions are about like 15 minutes, depending on what we're talking about, and they just alternate back and forth. And so you go from working, then you take a little break, stretch it out. You just put in like some hardcore like focus work, and then you get to kind of whether it be like walk around, take a break, do what you gotta do, or listen to me ramble about random things. So, all right. With that said, welcome and thanks for hanging out. What it is that you working on? Let me know. There's a chat room, so you can join the chat. So yeah, let me walk you around. This is the break session that you're looking at now. Above, you'll see the menu, and so we have like home, shop, subscribe, and if you're logged in, it'll say log out. If you're not logged in, it'll say log in. There, you'll actually the subscribe. You can see a list of the upcoming ciphers that we have coming up, and upcoming ciphers coming up. Okay, that makes sense. So we have those, and then you can subscribe to either all of them in one shot at the top, or you can do individual ones. And what will happen is when we go live, I'll send out a notification that you will get that, hey, we're going live, come on by. All right. So below that, we have the video, which you're looking at me through now. Just like a little warning below that, it says that you may need to click play to start the stream. And if you ever like just come to this site and we're already in break mode, in break session, browsers, they don't allow for like autoplay video and audio, you know what I mean? Because it could be jarring, which I can understand. So it may look frozen. So you may just have to click play to get the stream started. What I might do, and I've seen like Twitch and YouTube do it, is where they have the video playing, but there's no audio. So I guess that's a way around the loophole. I guess the main thing is the audio. So maybe just having the video play. I'll look into that. We'll see. But further down the line. Right now I'm working on other stuff. As you can see, I've got like been actually like building, like not like programming building, but like physically building. I've got these like these shelves I've been kind of putting together for my van, and so that's why it kind of looks messy also, because the stuff in the van I kind of put in here, and so as I'm working on stuff inside the van, and so yeah, that's why that stuff is there. So right now I'm working on the shelving, so I'm trying to figure out how I want things like oriented and like easy for me to be able to pull and things. So I'm kind of like just going through like all the different permutations on the layouts and stuff in my brain. So yeah, but I think I might have something. So I'm going to kind of like build up the stuff and see how it is before I start actually, physically putting it in there. All right, that's just what I'm working on. Okay. Now, below the video, which you just watched me go that whole side tangent, we have the open close caption. So what's happening right now is that as I'm speaking, I'm using the web speech recognition API to translate what I'm saying into text. Hopefully it's pretty accurate, but you can never tell. So it also helps me speak more deliberately and clearly and slowly, just to make sure I'm understood. So that's happening. So you should see, if you click that button, you should see the text popping up on the side of what I'm saying. Cool. Below that, now, if you find anything interesting during these breaks, you can add a clip. And what that'll do is it'll do its best to clip out that segment that you were looking for. And then you get 5 of those. They're 5 seconds a piece. You get 5 of them. So when you get the 5, you hit create a highlights video. And so what that does is it stores all the different timestamps of your clips. And when I hit stop broadcast, it sends it to my backend where I have all these things happening, and it will combine the clips, give you a custom like intro with your username, and then you'll be able to check it out and preview it and see if you want to post it to social media or what have you. And I'll show you where you'll be able to get that. Cool. And then below that, we have, or to the side, depending on the width of your screen, but we have the countdown timer, which counts down till the next session, which in this case is going to be the work session. Then below that, you can join the chat room. And so we have a chat section, and we also have a questions section. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask them during that time in that area. Cool. So now that's that. So that's the break session. Let's talk about the work session. This is where, the good stuff happens. And all right, share my screen. Stop doing that. All right, I don't need any audio. Cool. So here we go. All right, so now this is the work session. Yours may look different because the backgrounds are like randomly chosen, so that may be different. And also the tracks. I know a bunch of like really, really good producers, really talented producers. And so I asked them to if they would want to submit any tracks, and a lot of them did. And so I appreciate them. And so we get to use them in like joint in projects and stuff. So if you want to listen to some really cool tunes while you're working on your thing, there you go. And what you can do is also, if you want to support, if you really like it and you want to support, you can actually buy it. It's through Bandcamp. So I'm a big fan of Bandcamp. So you'll be able to buy it. If you want, you can share it also. And then if you want to spread the word, if you just like the bare minimum want to spread the word, you can hit the tweet and you can help spread the word about it. So what that'll do is open up in a new browser. It'll open Twitter and it'll pre-populate the tweet with the artists. And so with their like Twitter handle. So that way you kind of spread the message. So yeah, cool. Then towards the center of the screen, we have our to-do section. And this is where you add your task. So right here where it says add a task, you enter in what you're looking to do, hit enter or the plus sign, and that will add it to the to-dos. You'll be able to check the to-dos once you complete them, and that'll put them in the done. So you can click done, and it'll show a list of the tasks you've completed. Now, when everything's all said and done, and you're calling it a day, you can actually just click the Twitter icon, and that'll again open up Twitter in a brand new window with a pre-populated tweet, and it'll list all the different items that you got completed. It's kind of like a nice way to like end with put a wrapping on the bow kind of thing of the day. You're like, got stuff done, feel good about it, I can move on. You know what I mean? So, all right, and then we have another countdown timer. This one counts down to the break session, and again, they happen 15 minutes after the hour. Cool. Then below that, let's say you have no clue what you want to do, but you heard coding is cool. You have no idea about coding. I have in the tutorials 2 good resources from what I've been told. I've looked over the curriculum. Seem pretty good. So especially for like web development. And so I have freecodecamp.org and the Odin Project. And with those, I believe you can get a good feel for whether or not you like web development and whether or not you want to devote more time and or money to find out if you maybe want to turn it into a career or something, or start a business or do whatever, make your fan site or whatever, you can do what you got to do. And I think those will give you a good basis on to decide whether or not you want to continue. And let's say you do want to continue, or maybe you're into coding already and you're looking for some cool projects to kind of just get started and end in a few, within this time slot, get something kind of cool working and maybe get your creative juices going to be able to build upon it. I'm a JavaScript developer advocate at Vonage, and part of my responsibilities are to go over and tutorials, and I have a hand in the tutorials, and to kind of make sure they're as straightforward for people of all varying levels to be able to kind of understand them. And so I got 3 of them on there. And we've got the, this is cool. So you can type in a phone number into your browser in the web application, and then that will ring up an actual phone in the real world, and you'll be able to have a conversation back and forth. Super cool. Then we have the opposite, where you can call a virtual number from a real phone and then pick it up in the web application and carry on a conversation again. So cool. Then we can have a web application where two users can log in, and then one can call the other, and then you can carry a conversation through the web. It's amazing. So those, I think, can be useful in all sorts of applications. So so we have that. So maybe you want to build on top of it. Cool. There's that. Now we have the Hako. The Hako is help a coder / creator out. When you click create to create a Hako, you put in like the information, like the topic of your room that you will be creating. And as the owner of that room, you'll have a link to a URL to your room. And so you can put that out on like social media or what have you, saying, hey, could you help a creator out, a coder out kind of thing? Or maybe you want some feedback on a project that you've been working on, and you just want to get people's thoughts on it. So that's what these are cool for. You put them out there. People can click the link and then request to join your room. Because as the owner, we just don't want anybody jumping into your room. You know what I'm saying? That if you ever seen like some of these YouTube videos of people like hopping into like all these video chats and doing total chaos, we don't want to do that. So to hopefully help with that, you can see who's requesting to be in your room, and you'll be able to click their username and view their profile, whether on GitHub or Twitter. Those are only two ways you can log in. And then from those, you can tell whether or not you want to allow them access to your room, or you can deny them, reject them. There's that. Now, as the owner of your room, you can actually share your screen. And so that way, people can see what it is exactly that you either need help or want feedback on. And through we have text chat, there's like audio chat, because again, basically using that same tutorial, you can actually speak. You can hear other people talking if you want to. So a person can say, hey, I want to do this. And then you can also allow speech to text. So if you don't want to hear anything, you can have it so if somebody's speaking, it will come up as text. And then also text to speech. So if somebody only wants audio, then everything that's going to be shown up in the chat will be like audible. It will be spoken through the computer, like synthesized. Pretty cool. So I wanted to be able to capture and allow and make available all the different ways people can communicate, hopefully. So let me know how that works out. So and then you can also, so there's that. And then the hope is that as a group, collectively, you'll be able to come together and either provide the feedback or come up with a solution together. Cool. I'm all about like group work and togetherness and community. You know what I mean? All right. And then you'll be able also to view other different Hakos that are happening. All right. Then below that, let's say you have something you want to share with everyone, and something cool you came across. That's what we have, the show and tell sign up. So if there's something you want to, it's like a lightning talk, 5-10 minutes, whatever you're excited about, come and present it to everyone. Cool. And then below that is where that same highlight clip that you were creating before and got submitted while we're doing the break session, there in that box where it says highlight, it will say status submitted while the work is being done on it. And then when it's done and ready to be viewed, it will show done just like that. And the view button will appear. And then you click the view button, it will pull up like a screen, and then it'll have your video so you could preview it. Then you'll be able to download it. And then you'll also be able to send a tweet with it. Now, what's cool is with that tweet is that it's unique to you. And what I mean by that is that Twitter has like these embed cards. And so I have a video embed for that link. And that video that's in the embed will be your custom video that you created. Now, it depends. Twitter doesn't always show it. So it depends on, like, I guess it might be like device and screen size if they decide to show it. So what I've been doing is I've been downloading the videos, because there's a link to download it. You just right click save as. And then I've been attaching that to the tweet so that it always shows up. And I'm also posting it to Instagram as well. So, so there's that. Cool. And that's pretty much everything. So I want to thank you all again for hanging out. This is like a little quick orientation to show you what you can do on the site. Let me know. Oh, I was looking for the mouse and I saw it moving, but it was on the other screen. So I'm like, why can't I move it down? Because it's on the other screen. All right. So yeah, let me stop the screen share. And yeah, thanks again for hanging out. I'm going to send you all back on your way, get some traveling music. And yeah, so at 15 minutes after the hour is when the next break session will happen. So I wish you much productivity. Good luck with everything. If we don't have any like show and tell signups, well, what I normally do is I'll talk about something in tech. This week, I just launched a new like side project. So I might talk about that and like how I got some things working. So I'll talk about that. And then also, I like to go over an artist's website that we've been playing on the radio show and I'm a fan of. And, just check out their website, listen to some music, watch some videos, and maybe you'll also be a fan and, about spreading good music kind of, and, supporting dope artists. So yeah, try to do that any opportunity that I can. Now, with that being said, I'm going to get you back to work and I'm going to send you with some traveling music. And this is A Butter, aka Anthony Cruz, and the track is called Thank You. And so, because I want to thank you all for hanging out, and then we'll be back. And I think that is everything. Cool. I got to remember to actually click the create a highlight video because I'm notorious for not doing that. So I'm going to do that while this thing is sharing. All right, cool. Did that. So now I saved it. So all the highlight clips will be combined and created into a video. Cool. So again, thank y'all for hanging out. See you soon. 15 minutes after the hour. All right. Thanks again, y'all. Be easy and much productivity to you. Anthony Cruz, thank you.
I wanna say thank you for holding on when a brother was down and out. Now I feel so strong, and I wanna say thank you for being there when a brother had nowhere to turn to. You were there, and I feel like and everybody said we spread it love like I wanna say thank you for holding on when a brother was down and out. Now I feel so strong, and I wanna say thank you for being there when a brother had nowhere to turn to. You were